So today was Easter, right?
That's right.
And congratulations, Jew are welcome, everyone. I tweeted that out. I'm pretty proud of this. Let me just find this. But I got some pushback. I did. I got some pushback. And here it is. Let's see. Okay, to all my Christians out there celebrating the rebirth of Jesus Christ, you're welcome.
Wow.
I think that's fair, right?
I mean, it really depends on what interpretation and all this kind of stuff. Like I sometimes agree with the what do you mean?
What's anti-Semitism when you do it against Christians?
Oh,
someone's playing the reverse racism.
So are you? Are you being anti-Semitic or something like that?
No,
is that what the indication is?
That's sad. I'm gonna. No, I'm being anti-Christian. And then, actually, I think maybe, just maybe, you know what? Maybe this is goy-splaining.
Oh, interesting.
Right? Can I play that? Lol, it's not his rebirth, silly. It's the Earth's rebirth at his resurrection from the dead. You're calling me silly after you talk about that?
You fucking goofball. It's the Earth's resurrection. You fool.
This person seems friendly. The day the stone rolled away, bringing life beyond death. And he breathed on his followers, all except Thomas.
Poor Thomas.
Life for all who follow us. You're welcome too. With hearts. Okay. And this is you're so cute and clever, Miss Katie, but you're a great lover. Interesting.
Hey,
conjecture.
Look at that.
I consider Christianity to be a Jewish sect. Sure, log off. Okay. Now this is a weird thing. Log off with smiley faces.
Log off.
Like, is that like right? Are we friendly? Is that like a loving log off?
Somebody's laughing. Somebody's laughing.
Ghostbusters. What's that? Okay, I like it.
They're busting him as a ghost. They're busting a ghost. Jesus, isn't that some fun?
Yeah. I sick what you did, Thor. That's okay. I like that. Once to do what to do. She means to say wake up or grow up. Not really. Racist Uncle Tearbit. Well, someone will have egg on their face. Jesus was a Jew. Right. That's why I said it.
Yes.
Anyway, but you know what? People said that that I got it wrong. It wasn't a rebirth. It was what was it called? A
resurrection?
Resurrection, yeah. So I'm sorry.
He was not born as a new little baby Jesus.
No,
there was not a new baby that came out.
That's probably what was really needed. You need a fresh start. But I will say that he was so it's not he was given mouth to mouth.
He was resuscitated. Yes, he was resuscitated.
Isn't that what that means?
I just read all about this. He went up on the cross there, and he stayed until it was like there were bugs and all sorts of shit. Like he was all dried out, and bugs were coming at him and everything. And then one of his followers, I believe it was Matthew, if I'm not remembering incorrectly, went and brought him to a cave. And then he was born once again.
As a full life man, though.
He was brought back fully to life. That's what they say.
And something with a rock.
It seems a little implausible to me, if you ask my opinion on it. It's a little far-fetched. I don't necessarily.
You don't co-sign.
I don't co-sign, but I think that's what they say, is that he went to a cave and then he was alive once again.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm really glad he's back. And then
he's not back now. He was back then. He was back like 3 days after,
Oh, so he's not back yet. We have a couple more days.
We are waiting. No, we're still now waiting for the resurrection of Christ again. And I guess the rapture is kind of what we're waiting for. We're waiting for the end of days and the rapture.
Okay, but when he came back, what happened?
That's a big mystery. I don't know. I think he just.
But he was already.
I think he was like, don't get mad at everybody, and it's all gravy. And I died, for everybody's sins.
Did he have a DNR? Is that why he came back? Maybe
he was like, send me back.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. What did Jesus do when he was?
But I don't understand. He came back and then he left again, or what? I'm not even being cutesy.
I think he did.
I don't know.
I
read. You know what? This is.
I'm actually
hostile.
not being cute either. Like,
I know this is very hostile, Jorah.
Read the friggin' Bible.
Read the friggin' Bible. I have read it. You know what? It's your fault. I don't know if you identify with that. Sorry about that. Sorry, that was Jesus. Jesus on the phone. Oh, I got. But I don't know if I read the Bible, and maybe, just maybe, if we're a bit more engrossing, I would have remembered. So don't blame me. I'm just a consumer. Ascended to heaven. Okay, so he died.
He proclaimed eternal salvation for everybody, and then he went and became one again with his Father, God.
Got it. Okay. All right.
You know?
Cool. All right. So he became one. Okay. So he did resuscitate.
That's the idea.
That's the idea. And
Yeah.
then he went up to heaven.
That's the idea. Yeah,
Okay.
they, first Judas betrayed him, if that's what you believe, because there's a lot of different interpretations even on that particular point. And I am someone, who doesn't believe in any of this crap, but I
Are
do
you a
think
Judas apologer?
I'm a Judas apologist in the mold of Andrew Lloyd Webber and Mikhail Bulgakov. There's the idea that Judas knew and was led by God that Jesus had to be betrayed and Jesus had to be made into a martyr for, even any of this stuff to pop off. So there's also
the whole
idea
thing to pop off,
for
as
it to
they
pop
say.
off, because otherwise he's just like wandering around. Listen, here's how it. Not to say that let's just say that this metaphor doesn't work, okay?
Yeah.
But you know how Bernie was like really
I'm
exciting
here
for
for that.
everybody,
I'm here
and
for
now
that
like
metaphor,
Bernie
yeah.
is like annoying and kind of is like trying to tell people. Well, sometimes he's annoying and he's trying to tell people like Joe Biden's pretty good and we should be happy with
sometimes,
this or
yeah,
whatever.
right.
That's like what would have happened with Jesus. You know what I mean? Like eventually, if Jesus was leading a big crowd and everything like that, he would have eventually had to be like, the Pharisees are all right. Like, everybody listen to the Pharisees
Right,
on
at
this
one
one
point, yeah,
because the
right.
Pharisees, like, they have your best interest in mind.
Right,
You know what
right.
I mean? He had to go. And then everybody was like, remembered him
unless
for
he had
like,
won.
he didn't, but, that wasn't going to happen. Frankly, it's like
You're
against
saying
the
it is.
Roman army and all this shit.
Right. Against the DNC? Come on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'd
It
take
wasn't
on the
gonna
Roman
happen.
army before the DNC, am I right?
Take
Yeah.
on Caesar, before
Yeah, I
the
actually wrote a piece.
Democratic National Convention.
I wrote a piece comparing Bernie to Jesus Christ, which is fine for me to do because I'm not like a believer. If I were
Right.
a believer, then
Right.
I'd be leaning into that thing about the Messiah complex. Someone was like, "Oh, you're hiding behind your religion and making fun of other people's." I'm a godless Jew, so
Yeah.
try again.
Yeah, I'll make fun of all of them. I'll just
Yeah.
make fun of every religion if I.
I mean,
so
I won't
feel
make
like
fun.
It. I'm
this is a
freaking
whole other-
irreverent, man. I'm freaking
I'm freaking
irreverent.
irreverent,
I'm
yeah.
irreverent.
Right. But I mean, I
like-
stick to I mean, my main focus is Christianity because that's much
Yeah.
less problematic. I'm not going to
Yeah.
go to other,
Yeah.
right? Like there's a whole, punching up, punching down,
Yeah.
punching sideways, whatever.
Oh, that was the
So-
Borges stories. I'm sorry, I confused the Borges story with Master and Margarita, which had a whole thing about Pilate. So thank you to
Wait,
Fetish
so
Magic.
You confuse Borges as in the Argentine writer?
With Bulgakov, because I
Oh,
read
got
two
it.
things recently that were kind of reimaginings
Right.
of the scripture, and I confused the Borges one with the Bulgakov
Right.
Master and Margarita
Well,
one.
right. Well, they're both with
Oopsie
bees.
daisy.
They're both with bees. So
Yes, they are both with bees. They're
it's
both with
understandable,
bees.
yeah. Well, you know what? Speaking, by the way, another Twitter story, very briefly, we got another one, which is that you guys may remember friend of show, Lady Bunny. So
remember Lady Bunny.
I'm looking for, what is her Twitter handle is, it's like not who, it's like Lady Bunny something. And there's a free Lady Bunny, there's actually a free Lady Bunny hashtag right now, which I didn't understand.
Is it
People-
Lady Bunny 77?
Yes, I think it's that. So let's get that up there. All right, so nope, that's not it. What? Does anyone have it?
Is Lady Bunny suspended right now? Is that
Yes,
what the
right,
free
so
Lady
that mean-
Bunny is all
yeah,
about? So I think it is
exactly,
77, but
Okay, can you see it?
I don't think you can. That's
Got
the,
it. Okay,
that's the
well,
shame
all right.
with
That's a
Twitter.
shame.
You
well,
know,
people know Lady Bunny. I highly suggest that people watch the interview we did with her. It was a great, great, great chat. So you got to tweet hashtag free Lady Bunny. Okay?
What did she get suspended for?
In the past, she's gotten suspended for things like not like for calling someone a leather, a friend of hers.
Okay,
and-
so it's the kind of bad faith,
Bad faith,
reporting
yeah, right,
kind of thing
exactly.
where it's like, yeah,
yeah. So we got to just free Lady Bunny. I'm just saying free Lady Bunny.
get out there
all
and
I'm
free
saying.
Lady Bunny.
Get out
everybody.
there and do
Yeah.
it. And by the way, you know why it's really not cool that this happened?
Why?
Why? Think about it. Lady Bunny, of all days.
Oh, it's the Easter
Easter.
Bunny, that famous Easter Bunny that we all know. You know,
that famous Easter bunny, exactly. That we all know and love.
and we all that Easter bunny that's always coming around with the dyed eggs. You know.